Good morning, folks. We're sitting here this morning at Oakland Troy Airport. We're going to go up and try to use some short field work with the Stinson. The engine should be broken in after the last repair here. The cylinders seem to have stabilized in their oil consumption, and it's time to go up and have some fun and do the pattern work. The goal today is to try to get the landings down to about 600 feet with this aircraft. It's a 600-foot takeoff, so if I can take off and land at the same distance, I'd be happy. It would be nice to get down in the 500 range. We'll see him here.
So the first takeoff, it surprises me. I was just going to do a simple, not too aggressive takeoff, and I'm off the ground at 400 feet. Here we're crossing about 800 feet, and then as we cross 1,000 feet, we're 100 feet in the air. This thing is just performing incredibly well. Now the landings, that's a different story. Notice I'm carrying a lot of energy here. I am aiming toward the end of the runway, and we just float and float and float. Too much energy, too much speed. I was approaching at about 75, 70-ish. I stop, get down, and this is about 850, 875 feet. So the takeoffs are incredibly short compared to the landings. A little bit of work needs to be done. This takeoff, I hit it a little harder, try to get off the ground a bit more aggressively. So tails up, I'm off the ground here, probably 350, 400 feet again. I held it in ground effect a bit longer, but we're still easily clearing 100 feet, well before 1,000 feet of runway. Coming around on the landing this time, again, I'm trying to approach at 70, picking up extra energy, and you can see I get down here and just float and float and float. Not doing a very good job at all of dissipating energy before I hit the ground. We touch down 500 feet down the runway, and we have about a 350-foot ground roll. So if I could dissipate that energy before touching down, the ground rolls aren't bad. But the landing was not even close to the distance of the takeoff once again. My last takeoff, I try to aggressively hit it this time. Start the roll. 150 foot, tail comes up, take off 350 feet into ground effect, and I could have 50 feet by 500 feet. And here on my last landing, I proved that habits die hard. Still carry a lot of energy over the road. Plenty of energy, and it floats down the runway again. I touched down, very similar spot to the left prior to, and my stopping point would have been almost identical, 850 feet to the two landings before.
Alright, so let's talk about how it went today. Takeoffs went well. They were really fairly short, about half book distance, though I was light. I was stopping in a little under 1,000 feet. Part of the problem here is the approach end is so close to a road, you have to go long on the approach. So you can't really set your touchdown point up to be the threshold. So that probably was adding an extra 200 feet maybe, but still I was taking off in a much shorter distance than I was able to land. Right now I can easily take off from any field I land on because I'm 200 or 300 feet longer on the landing than I am on the takeoff. We need to get those a little closer. But anyway, fantastic. We'll see you all here next time.